28, 1967, Anna Nicole Smith is born Vicki Lynn Hogan in Houston, Texas. Sometime in 1985, at the tender age of 17, Vicki Lynn drops out of school during her sophomore year. She promptly climbs the chain of command at her local Walmart, topping out a late-night express cashier. One drunken night in 1986, 18-year-old Vicki Lynn marries a 17-year-old Morlock known to the mortal realm simply as Billy. The blessed union of light and dark would produce a spawn they named Daniel. 1987, Vicki Lynn Hogan and Morlock Billy separate. 1991, Vicki Lynn Hogan does what any self-respecting mother trying to raise a child would do. She takes to the pole at Gigi's Gentleman Club in Houston. It is there she first meets 89-year-old James Howard Marshall, who stands out to her in the crowd because he is the only one there without a mullet. She overlooks his portable oxygen tanks. She states she is attracted to him for his maturity and masculinity. This, of course, has nothing to do whatsoever with his $1.6 billion fucking dollar personal fortune in the Whale Holdings. That's her story, and she's sticking to it. Well, she was, anyway. Kinda hard now, though, isn't it? 1992, Vicki Lynn, now going by the stage name of Anna Nicole, answers a newspaper ad for an audition for Playboy magazine. 1993, in the year of our Lord, Vicki Lynn and Billy's divorce is finalized when Billy is banished back to the underworld for eating virgins' vaginas. Anna Nicole Smith is still clinging to J. Howard Marshall for dear life. Savings. 1993, after spending the requisite 2 minutes on top of Hef, Anna Nicole Smith is named Playmate of the Year for 1993. Her centerfold info says she likes candlelit dinners, long walks on the beach, and has a strong desire to be the next Marilyn Monroe, as both of them have a proclivity for painkillers, slurring words, losing their top, being shit-tanked at inappropriate times, flashing cameras, and public breakdowns, and fuck it, you get the idea. 1994, ecstatic over being involved with a man who doesn't have to be reminded to clean his room, since he pays someone to do it for him. Anna Nicole marries her sugar daddy, J. Howard Marshall, who has legally been deceased possibly as far back as 1982. Shortly after the wedding, Anna does what every man wants and every noble, loving wife does. She refuses to live with her husband. 3 months later, geriatric Marshall dies unexpectedly at his viral young age. For real this time. For really real this time. 8 minutes and 37 seconds after his death, Anna makes the public claim that he has left her half of his estate. Smith is later awarded $449 million and told she is getting nothing in order to pay $1 million in legal fees. Then told she is eligible for an $88 million settlement, which was held up in limbo for various legal reasons we're too lazy to research. Sue us. No, wait, don't. I take that back. Tragically widowed Anna Nicole, now a single mother, again, takes bit acting jobs in such movies as The Hudsucker Proxy and The Naked Gun 33 1/3. Her phenomenal acting skills garner her starring roles in direct-to-video films To the Limit and Skyscraper. When it is discovered that the total gross for both these films wasn't enough to cover the catering budget, Anna follows Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne's footsteps, mostly Sharon's, and develops her own TV reality show on E! Called appropriately The Anna Nicole Show. The program offers nothing new, but we are given sound clips that appear to be little gifts from God, like, she doesn't have no teeth, I know nothing about nothing, and I need to go home and masturbate. It is during this tumultuous time that we are introduced to Howard K. Stern, lawyer to the stars. Stern becomes Smith's handler and confidant. He is also most likely king of the Jews. Though about a decade too late, Anna packs on the freshman 15. Shortly afterwards, the sophomore 70. Though Howard never actually made it past her sophomore year, she continues to still put on the weight, sans cute nicknames for it anymore. 2005, Anna Nicole shocks the world when she is named spokesmodel for weight loss product Trim Spa. Smith is unveiled as having lost over 80 pounds, looking pretty damn good for a change. Later on in 2005, Smith shocks the world again as she gains all the weight right back immediately after announcing that she is pregnant. June 25, 2006, fate claims the world's sexiest right leg in a tragic motorcycle accident. Little does fate know that all it managed to do was piss off the left leg, and it will have its vengeance. September 7, 2006, Anna Nicole gives birth in the Bahamas. Lucky bitch. September 10, 2006, Smith's firstborn Daniel, product of her relationship with Morlock Billy, is found dead in his mother's hospital room while visiting her and his new sister. How's that for a mindfuck? He is said to have died by a combination of methadone and Zoloft and Lexapro. September 12, 2006, anonymous child is now bestowed the name Danny Lynn after Smith's now deceased spawn. February 8, 2007, Anna Nicole Smith dies. She is found in her hotel room in Florida at the ripe old age of 39. The bastard child that just 43 seconds ago was happily extorted by Howard K. Stern is now the center of a legal battle for paternity. As of production time, those throwing their name into the daddy hat include, but are not limited to, Howard K. Stern, Larry Bartlett, dead billionaire James Howard Marshall, Josh Ottenbore's husband, Frederick Prince Von, what's his name? O.J. Simpson, Alexander Dank, Mark Hatton, Officer Mark Riddick, Chef Jimbo, Ned, Mr. Garrison, Chief of Mars, Jared Barfosky, Dr. Mephisto, Kevin, and the 1989 Denver Broncos. And Bubba Rub.
The Wilsons got woo!
Sometime after February 8, 2007, a video surfaced on the interweb of a very sedated Anna Nicole Smith painted up as a clown and saying even more stupid shit than normal. Howard K. Stern can be heard saying, "This video is going to make us a lot of money." March 26, 2007, Smith's autopsy report is released to the public. It states that she died of an accidental overdose of 9 different prescription medications in her system, many of them redundant. Seminole County, Florida investigators closed the case and ruled an accidental death. To recap, on November 18, 1967, the good Lord giveth, and on February 8, 2007, the good Lord taketh away, after finally coming to his senses. Even though the investigation has officially been closed, much like that pesky 9/11 one, I cannot refuse to believe that the truth is still out there. Way the fuck out there. Nearly 2 months after the death of Vicki Lynn Hogan, Hart Smith, Marshall Smith, Hogan Smith, whatever, there are still 2 important questions that need to be answered. First, who or what killed Anna Nicole, Vicki Lynn, Marshall, Hogan, whatever her name was? Second, who was the gigolo responsible for the seed that born baby Danny Lynn? Britney Spears killed Anna Nicole Smith. Yes, Britney Spears, who came crashing down from the top of her world in a life that nearly parallels that of Anna Nicole Smith. Britney Spears grew up in a small southern town, didn't get no good school education neither. Shortly after growing boobies, Spears started out of the blocks on fire. Though she didn't marry the crypt keeper, she still made her millions by peddling her young wares to older men who could never be allowed to indulge. In a drunken Vegas trice, she married childhood friend Jason Alexander for 55 hours. Soon after that, she broke up a family, got knocked up twice, divorced, then won up soon-to-be ex-husband Kevin Federline's underappreciated rap opus Playing with Fire by checking into rehab, then out of rehab the same day, then making the drapes match the curtain, then checking back into rehab again. There she went nuts and declared herself the Antichrist. Who among us is surprised? After selling 76 million records, Spears had found herself unable to keep her face in the spotlight with ease. Simple acts such as making out with Madonna during a live television performance had the press at her heels. The young mother could not even drive around with her child in her lap without the paparazzi on her like hounds. So the kid didn't have a seatbelt, big deal. There was an airbag. All this uninvited attention drove Spears to the brink of insanity, causing her to walk around in a drug-induced daze. It was all just too much. When the spotlights finally started to fade, the young starlet must have snapped. I guess in Hollywood there's only room for one young blonde talentless hack with a vagina hanging out of a lycra miniskirt that holds back the greasy cookie dough flesh of wasted youth. Britney knew, however, there could have been 2. And she would have been the other one, which is why Anna Nicole Smith had to be disposed of. In order for her to be the top draw again, she would have to get rid of the one woman who could draw a crowd even if she was choking on a Stromboli in the middle of a soccer ride, which we all knew was only a matter of time. Now we know who killed Anna Nicole Smith. Next question is, who fathered that little cash crop Danny Lynn? With possibly up to $500 million going to Smith's baby daddy, it came as no shock when the contender after contender laid claim to the child. We're about to tell you something that the nightly news is not going to. None of the top candidates is the true father of Danny Lynn. That's right. Did I stutter? Danny Lynn's biological father's name is Dylan. Yes, Dylan A. Berry, Dylan A. Velli, Dylan Avon. Shit, I don't remember. His name is Dylan, though. Too bad he'll never be able to cash in, since our government won't release those sealed documents until 25 years after Danny Lynn's death. My money's still on Chef.